Before this show begins, I would like to let you all know that down below in the description, maybe, or the comments, one of those two, there is currently a poll open for the awards for this year's universe. You get to vote Superstar of the Year, Women's Superstar of the Year, Pay-Per-View of the Year, Show of the Year, etc., etc., etc. They're all there, and the voting will go on for the rest of January. We'll close just after the Royal Rumble, and I'll read them out at some point. Anyway, please go vote. I would really, really appreciate it if you have the time to vote, and it would mean an awful lot. Thank you guys, and, well, enjoy the show. Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is New Year's Revolution. It is the final pay-per-view of the year, and of course, it would be no one else other than ECW to close it. Why? Why would it be anyone else? We are always graced with the best. We had the best year. We are the show of the year, as we always know. We're the show of the whatever. Who cares? It's ECW. And it's a great night of action on its way for you. We kick things off big, and we end things big as well. We start things off with the 6-man ladder match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Champion Zack Sabre Jr. defending his title against fellow British Empire member Zack Gibson, Hiromu Takahashi, Cedric Alexander, Mustafa Ali, and Buddy Murphy. What a ladder match that is going to be to start things off here at the New Year's Revolution. Coming out of the gates right away at 100 miles an hour, and it keeps on going right up until towards the end of the night, because there are more great matches on its way, such as this one, a grudge match between two rivals, Drew McIntyre, one-on-one against Kenny Omega. This is a very important contest for both men. McIntyre was made a star at Survivor Series. Can he continue that going against the former ECW Television Champion, against the two-time King of the Ring in Kenny Omega? That is all to stand for here, but it is not the main event of the evening. The main event will determine who rules over ECW heading into the next calendar year. Will it be Neville of the British Empire? Will it be the British Empire to impose imperial rule over ECW? Or will Seth Rollins continue on his historic reign for a third calendar year? Can anybody stop Seth Rollins? And if the answer is yes, will it be Neville to stop Rollins making day 500 as ECW champion? That is all to come here tonight, but we start things off with the ladder match. And here we go, alright. A great way to start things off here. A huge match to start things off. Let us be ready for this one. Out first is the Time Bomb, Hiromu Takahashi. This match came about when, well, it wasn't even due to the champion or even Takahashi that this match came about. This match came about when, following a match between Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander, along came a Buddy Murphy to attack both men, lay him down, and say this was his cruiserweight division, and he was taking that title. So, if you wanted to seem that way, if you wanted to run his mouth like that, well, I was going to make him test it. And since he wanted to get involved, everyone could get involved. A 6-man ladder match was made. Takahashi was added to it. Of course, the champion Zack Sabre Jr. was added to it, and Ali, Cedric, and Murphy, the guys behind why everything that had the guys behind why this match had to happen anyway were of course going to be in the match. The last one added to it was this one, Zack Gibson. He beat Akira Tozawa to fill in that final spot, and it gives the British Empire a fail-safe, essentially. They go from a 1-in-6 opportunity of having that title to a 1-in-3 opportunity. It's a pretty good number to have when you think about it. 1/3 of a chance of the Empire still walking out with the belt is good. But the reality is that Gibson and Sabre Jr. themselves both still only have 1/6 of a chance. That's about 17%, I believe it is. It's nothing, essentially. Will that happen here tonight, though? Will the British Empire? Is this their night to achieve success over ECW? It all starts here with this ladder match. The ladder match used to be a specialty of the Cruiserweight title. You could always expect pretty much on every big show that you would have a Cruiserweight title match with the ladder involved somehow. And we're getting it right now to close out this wrestling year. And what a year it has been for ECW. Will it be a year where Seth Rollins goes uninterrupted as ECW champion? We find out in the main event. Here comes another man hungry for this opportunity, a man who was in the midst of it all when it all kicked off in the first place. Cedric Alexander. Will it be Cedric's time to become the Cruiserweight Champion? He's been hunting it for an awfully long time since making the way up from NXT. Will it be Cedric's time and Cedric's chance to be champion? We are about to find that one out for certain. Cedric geared up and ready to go. We saw him in action on the triple threat match on the last ECW of the year involving Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali. He was pinned in that one by Ali, which might put Cedric a little bit on the back foot maybe. But if Cedric Alexander is going to be on the back foot, then you know that he's going to want to fight back from that and get onto the front foot. And of course, get into the victory books as well as Cruiserweight Champion. To do that, of course, he's got to win here tonight. He's got to capture that title. He's got to climb up the ladder and take the title away from this man, who certainly isn't in friendly territory. Could hear from the start there, the smackdown of the boos. They are not happy to see Zack Sabre Jr. heading towards the ring. But here he comes. ZSJ, the two-time Cruiserweight Champion, heads towards the ring. And you want to talk about a year in terms of wrestling. You want to talk about a calendar year. What a difference that can make for Zack Sabre Jr. From nowhere, basically, on ECW, dawdling around in the Cruiserweight division to this, to what the British Empire has become. Sabre Jr. was there at the very start of it, and from that moment on, he has been here for all the success of it as well. Zack Sabre Jr. has happily taken in the British Empire, and it has led him to 2 Cruiserweight titles. However, he is at a strong disadvantage. There's no mat wrestling, no submission wrestling. You have to climb a ladder and retrieve a title. That doesn't favor Sabre Jr. It does favor this kind of guy, though. A man willing to take absolutely every risk in order to be the Cruiserweight Champion. A man who is afraid of nothing. And a man who will back down from no fight. Mustafa Ali. Is it finally the time where Ali's 4-month hunt for the Cruiserweight title comes to an end? SummerSlam. He was taken out of it by McIntyre. No way out. He tapped out to Zack Sabre Jr. Now here tonight at New Year's Revolution, is it Mustafa Ali's time to be the Cruiserweight Champion? If there's anyone who would suit this match maybe the most, it would be Ali. That death-defying, risk-taking attitude that he has. Afraid of nothing and no one. We'll see if that'll pan out with a successful victory, but here comes the man who started this all. Here comes the man who made everything happen. Buddy Murphy. Murphy says that it's going to be Murphy's Law that will rule over the Cruiserweight division. Well, in order for that to happen, he has to climb up that ladder, retrieve that retrieve that title, become the Cruiserweight Champion in order to make that happen. Will it, though? Well, we are about to find out, I suppose. Like I said, Murphy started this all when he attacked Ali and Cedric during their match. Can he finish it here tonight with a win and the Cruiserweight title around his waist? It is all to play for here as New Year's Revolution gets underway. And reality is, when you give ECW the time, we do it bigger and better than everyone else, and you're seeing it right here tonight already. The action hasn't even started, and New Year's Revolution is already looking like a phenomenal pay-per-view. You're welcome. It hurts being this good all the time, really. So here we go. New Year's Revolution is about to begin. The last pay-per-view of the year shall commence any minute now. We are underway. 6-man ladder match for the Cruiserweight title. As I said, the objective is simple. You climb up the ladder, you grab the title, it is yours. You are the Cruiserweight Champion. Sounds simple on paper. In reality, it's going to be anything but. It's going to be incredibly tough to see what the hell is going on in this match, though. I'll try and keep an eye on it the best that I can. Forearms there from Hiromu Takahashi to Cedric Alexander. Up and over the top rope goes Zack Gibson. A forearm to the outside by Ali. Murphy, big kick in the back of the champion. It's of course the kind of match where a champion's advantage does not exist, because you don't need to be pinned or submitted to lose the title. There's only one way to win the title. I wonder, as I see them on the outside, what will the plan of the British Empire be? Oh, there's the answer. They're going all out. Gibson and Sabre Jr. are going all out, it seems, to be champion. One of them wants to hold the belt. I think that's an unwise decision from the Empire. Why? Gang up on everyone, knock them all out. 2 is better than 1. Knock them all out, and then, I don't know, rock, paper, scissors it, and one of you gets to climb the ladder and be champion. If you're fighting for the belt, your 1/3 opportunity is gone. It basically doesn't exist. You have to work as a team in order to win in that 1/3 predicament. The fact that they aren't is just leaving them in trouble. But you know what? If it means the Empire doesn't hold a title by the end of the evening, I'd be alright with that. Of course, there is still the likelihood that they could hold the ECW title at the end of the evening. Though we will talk about that when the main event comes around. As for right now, double stomp onto the legs there by Cedric Alexander. Step and Zaguri attempt by Mustafa Ali on the outside. Oh, choke throw maybe incoming from Murphy. Great counter by Ali. Let's see what else is going on here on the outside. Gibson and Sabre Jr. Gibson gonna dump on the apron. The hardest part of the ring. Down goes Sabre Jr. That is brutal. Meanwhile, back in the ring. Huge flurry of punches in the headlock position from Gibson. He's certainly showing his vicious side right now. Takahashi forearms Cedric to the outside. And the only ones left in the ring right now are the British Empire. Sabre Jr. and Gibson. A brawler and a submission-based wrestler. Over the top rope goes Zack Sabre Jr. there. Gibson suplexing him back in the ring. Indeed he will. Big suplex back in. Cedric into the steps he goes, courtesy of Takahashi. Spanish fly, meanwhile, for Mustafa Ali on the outside. That was outstanding. Over the top rope goes Gibson again. Sabre Jr. going out of the ring. It is essentially an empty ring right now for Mustafa Ali to use to his advantage. Sabre Jr. coming back in, though. Sabre Jr. going to the top rope. No, he's not. Denied. Denied by Mustafa Ali. This is going to be big. Gibson trying to climb the ladder. What the hell is Ali doing here? Oh my goodness. Oh! Fireman's carry sent on. And the ladder gave way under Gibson. Ali just took out the British Empire by his own hand. Ali now sending Gibson into the ladder. He is on fire right now. Forearm from Ali as well. Takahashi sent into the ring apron by Cedric Alexander. This is Ali's chance right here, right now, and he's going for it. Up the ladder he goes. Looking to pull down the title, looking to be Cruiserweight Champion. Finally, Cedric in now to stop him, as is the champion. Temporary alliances will be made in order to secure the winner. This is not a good position for Ali. Hung way up in the air. Oh my goodness, Murphy! Murphy took him away and Gibson just went flying through the air and hit nothing. Ladder there by Takahashi. Into the leg of Sabre Jr. See what Murphy's going to plan. He's got Gibson in the turnbuckle right now. He's pretty much got the ring to himself as well. Shoulder first into that ring pole goes Zack Gibson. Now the match slowing down a little bit there. Mustafa Ali responsible for the first big moment of this match. Gibson from behind on Sabre Jr. Is he going to dump him out of the ring as well? He is. Gibson's chance. An empty ring. And he doesn't go for the title. What was he thinking right there? Sending Sabre Jr. back in the ring. Maybe trying to keep them in the ring so that one of them can climb up the ladder if the other one fails. I don't really know, if I'm being honest. What I do know is that this is still anyone's match to play for right now. Everyone gone out of the ring. Takahashi set up with the ladder by himself. He's going to go for it here. Takahashi looking to pull the ladder down. Looking to pull the title down from the ladder. Ali coming back in the ring. Oh no. Oh God. Leave it to the two madmen of this matchup to be on top of a ladder with a fall like no other awaiting you. Both men hanging on precariously. One of them's got to fall. And it's going to be Ali to take the tumble. A huge fall for Ali. Cedric, is he going to be the one to stop Takahashi? Indeed he will. Big forearm in the face there. And now Takahashi takes the fall. Uh-oh, Murphy though. And Sabre Jr. And there goes Cedric, powerbombed into the mat. But alliances are only temporary as Buddy Murphy gets his face kicked off. And again, Gibson and Sabre Jr. go back to fighting each other again. Get that from Cedric, popping himself right back up to his feet. Takahashi and Ali still recovering on the outside there. Sabre Jr. with the ladder in the face of Gibson and the face of Cedric. Everyone's down but Ali. That should have, Sabre Jr. should have gone for it right then and there. He cost himself. No doubt about that one. He cost himself. He didn't go for it. Everyone was down. That was the grand opportunity necessary to be the champion. And now instead he's hung over that second rope. Cedric. Full Nelson facebuster to Takahashi. So much going on in this match. It is really tough to keep an eye on it. Everyone back in the ring for one of the first times since this match began. That has stayed true for about half a second. Takahashi sunset flip, and oh, what a landing for Cedric on the outside. Jesus Christ. Murphy now. Murphy going up high. He's responsible for why this match is happening. Can he turn that into a Cruiserweight Championship victory? Not if Zack Gibson has anything to say about it. And by that, not if the British Empire have anything to say about it. Takahashi and Gibson taking the ladder away from Murphy now. Power bombing him down. May have been onto Sabre Jr. as well. Takahashi up and over the top rope. And again, the British Empire left alone in the ring. They should just go for it. Just go for the belt. All this fighting. Oh, lumbar check on the outside by Cedric. Cedric posing. Sabre Jr. is in the perfect position right now. What is he doing? The title is there to be won for Sabre Jr. About the second or third time this match, Sabre Jr. with a grand chance, and now he's going for it. Gibson joining him up there. The British Empire are fighting on top of the ladder. A true worst case scenario. Yo! Sabre Jr. wipes out onto Ali and Murphy. Oh, what a running kick there from Cedric Alexander, and now Gibson is out of the ring. The British Empire laying on the outside. No impact in this match right now for them. Sleeper slam there from Buddy Murphy. Cedric goes back to the belt, trying to get rid of it. Takahashi just stopped him. This could be Cedric's chance through the idiocy of the time bomb. No, Takahashi going to the ladder, trying to take it away from Cedric. Ali up to his feet. He'll work together with Takahashi. Cedric could have been so close to being champion, but in the end, it's not close enough. Electric chair courtesy of Gibson. Liverpool's #1 is in the ring by himself. No way. Is Gibson going to be the one to take the belt here? He cut down to Cruiserweight for this matchup, and now he has a ring all to himself. Takahashi launching himself back in the ring, as is Ali, but they seem too busy in fighting one another. Takahashi going after from behind. Ali climbing up the ladder. A double team here on Gibson. Sabre Jr. hitting the ring. Gibson hitting the floor and hitting Sabre Jr. on the way down. Ali going for the belt now. And that's not going to happen. Ladder taken away from him. Electric chair by Sabre Jr. Takahashi up and over that top rope. Buddy Murphy, what the hell is he going to do on that top rope with Cedric Alexander? Kicking the ladder into the face. Look at this. Top rope. Superplex. I think it caught Sabre Jr. on the way down as well. Takahashi! Time bomb! Everyone is down. Everyone's on the floor. Takahashi's going for it. The chance is in front of him. Can anybody stop him in time? Takahashi wins! The Time Bomb is the Cruiserweight Champion again. Shove 6 Cruiserweights in a ladder match, and you'll get insanity from the start until the end. And that is true. And more importantly, the Empire has been dethroned atop the Cruiserweight division. And there is one man responsible for it. Hiromu Takahashi, the new Cruiserweight Champion again. Man, what a way to start things off at New Year's Revolution. It just keeps on going. There's no other way of saying it. It just keeps on going, yeah. Moving on to our next contest now. Andrade Cien Almas to go one-on-one against Tetsuya Naito. Once friends, now enemies of each other. They will do battle. This all came about when Naito was ready to do battle with Buddy Murphy one-on-one in an episode of ECW, and Cien Almas came to ringside and just sat there. Naito didn't seem too pleased to see him. He walked up to him, and it seemed as if they had an argument about this with each other. Buddy Murphy was able to capitalize and attack Naito. Though Naito went on to win, Andrade went on to say that he was just there to support a friend. And he felt very displeased that Naito reacted in that way. And so if Naito wanted to go about business that way with Andrade, then there was one way to settle it. In the ring at New Year's Revolution. And that is exactly what is happening right now. Naito, though, did not respond with words. He responded with actions. Scrubbing the face of Andrade Cien Almas. 1 week, and the very next, Andrade trying to one-up Naito, trying to goad him into a fight as he started to attack Rusev. Following Naito's victory over him, Naito came in and clotheslined him over the top rope. All of those, though, were done without Zelina Vega by his side. Now on this evening, with her by the side of the undefeated Andrade Cien Almas, can something be done to prevent Naito from walking out with the win? Whichever way you look at it, if it is victory for Andrade here tonight, it is a huge win for him. He's picking up a win over a former ECW Television Champion, a guy who's had a breakout year here on ECW. Will it be the case for Andrade Cien Almas to walk out with a huge win over Tetsuya Naito? Or will Naito be the one to end the reign, the undefeated streak of El Idolo? It is El Ingobernable versus El Idolo, the ungovernable and the idol. You couldn't have a bigger contrast in names between those two, really, could you? Whereas Andrade has turned towards this mentality that he is above all now. You know, the calling yourself the idol is quite the so I'm looking for. It's quite the stature to give yourself, is it not? But Tetsuya Naito has not feigned, and he has not gone away from his ungovernable role that he shared with Andrade Cien Almas. If anything, it was Andrade who turned away from Naito and the cause, than it was Naito unhappy to see a friend, like Andrade put it. Nevertheless, they will meet here tonight at New Year's Revolution, right here, right now, with one simple goal in mind: victory. That is the name of the game for them. But who will walk out with this victory? We are due to find out in just one moment. Naito is ready as ever, clad in the white suit. Will it be what leads him on to victory here? Will it be what leads him on to end the undefeated streak of Andrade Cien Almas? Last time Almas was on a big event, of course, was NXT TakeOver Respect against Juice Robinson. The battle of the undefeated streaks right then and there. It was Juice who was defeated. Andrade, by a low blow, got the win on that evening. Will that be the same here tonight? We are about to find out. Andrade against Naito. It has begun. And let's see what kind of wrestling styles we see between these two guys. Will Naito go for his tranquilo route? Will he try and be slow with Andrade? Will he try and fixate the pace? Or will he try and go a different route against Andrade? Will Andrade know how to counter Naito's tranquilo wrestling style? These guys probably wrestle very similarly to one another at one point. Whether or not they still do, we will find out in this matchup. Naito coming in. Hard elbows there into the side of the head of Andrade. And a very disrespectful slap to be heard throughout the arena as well into the face. Andrade Cien Almas, tilt-a-will neck breaker as well. Down goes Andrade right now. Not looking too good of a start for El Idolo. Naito leading the way right now. Forearm there, quick strike shift from Naito, trying to hit something big, gets countered there by Andrade. Northern Light suplex, got all of it, great bridge, doesn't go for the cover though. Big forearm attempt, great sidestep by Naito, thrust kick here. Naito is leading the charge in the opening stages of this match. Andrade in, what could we see? Christ's Wrath of all moves, taking a page out of Kenny Omega's book right there. Kenny will be in action later on this evening. That's for certain. Big slap in the face right there. Naito, the one in the corner right now. Andrade counters, sends him into the opposite turnbuckle, went for the knee, countered, and they have the leg swept away from you. Naito feeling pretty confident about himself right now. Absolutely cracked him with that forearm there, did Naito, but a chop response there from Andrade has him down. Quick stomps there to the leg, and Andrade is in business. Or not, kicking the gut from Naito, backed up into the turnbuckle as well. Now goes Andrade, kick down. Went for a drop kick and still decided to crash and burn, even though Andrade moved out of the way ages before that. Interesting indeed. Andrade, though, has him right where he wants him right now. He is in control of Naito, and he is fully taking charge of it as well. Naito started off hot, but he's on the back foot here. These two guys, that may be down to Naito, to Andrade being able to read Naito. Flying forearm, though. And Naito still feeling pretty confident about himself as Andrade tries to get back up to his feet. Let's see what will happen here. Look at this, wrenching the head around the ropes right there and throwing him back. Naito not really showing any remorse. And Naito! Destino! Was a sudden burst of maneuver enough to end the streak? No! You could see Zelina Vega begging on the outside for Andrade to kick out, and he did. This one's still alive. Naito went for the splash, but Andrade evaded it. Andrade got out of the way. What the hell, my schoolboy rolled through into a slam. Andrade coming back with a huge move right there. Naito reeling right now. Andrade could be in. Handspring. Pele kick. Cover made. There's two. Naito kicks out at two. And Andrade can hardly believe it as he looks in the face of the referee. But will this do it? Will this end the business for Naito? Hammerlock DDT sidestepped. Counter. It is certainly evident these two guys know each other very well indeed. But who is going to be able to get the win over the other when it matters the most? Oh, might be taking Hammerlock DDT. They're rolling wheel kick from Naito instead. And Andrade goes down. What a contest this is right now between these two guys. You can tell there is no love lost in this ring. Whatever they shared, whatever they once had with one another is gone. That doesn't exist anymore. Certainly not to Andrade anyway. There's the arm of Naito right now, sending him up and over and down. See the way he held onto the arm the whole way there to make sure that Naito wouldn't be able to prevent the impact. He was crashing and burning whatever Andrade intended. And he's going to go to that turnbuckle again. He's going to look for that handspring. Moonsault kick, Pele kick, whatever you want to call it. He's going to try for it again. Naito sidestepped it. You can hit a move once on Naito. You can't hit it twice. Big Big counter from Andrade though, and these two guys starting to fire up again now. Countering one another back and forth as much as you like. Irish whip you from Andrade. Counter from Naito, socked him in the face, turns him round. There's a, right down on the knee. I was thinking for a brief moment we were going to be seeing Destino striking again, but that was not the case. Here we go, chin lock applied from Andrade. Might just be trying to slow Naito down, but do you really want to slow Naito down? Naito might excel in a slower paced environment when he's able to think through what he wants, when he's able to remain tranquilo, and I think that's something about Naito that may have backfired in this contest. He hasn't seemed very calm. Seems kind of outlandish. It seems like he wants to win this more than anything, and that might be what Andrade is using to his advantage, the anger within Naito. Good counter from him there though, sweeps the leg. No, he doesn't. Both these guys swinging at one another and countering one another ad nauseum there. Back down to the mat though goes Andrade after the clubbing blow to the back from Tetsuya. Naito went for the drop kick. Andrade sidestepped him. Quick strike from the Naito though, and all of a sudden Andrade reeling once again. Throwing him back there is Tetsuya Naito, and now washing the face of Andrade just like he did a few weeks back on ECW. No remorse being shown from Tetsuya Naito, and maybe, just maybe, Tranquilo has finally set in at this stage of the match. Let's see if it'll make a difference. Big forearm in the face there by Naito. Slap. Countered there by Andrade. Big counter as well. Big counter as well. Hammerlock DDT. Naito was caught off guard. Andrade into the cover. And he is beaten Tetsuya Naito. El Ingobernable beaten by Andrade. The idol stands over the ungovernable. What a win for Andrade Cien Almas to close out the year. Talk about a guy who has made the last third of 2018 his. Debuted in about September and has just beaten a former television champion by December. Naito did everything he could have done there, and it wasn't enough. Andrade walks out with the victory, and a huge, huge victory at that. Andrade, your winner. And what does that mean for him heading into the new year? Where is his sights set next? New Year's Revolution has already been a colossal card thus far, but it's time to move on to the match, to the meeting between two of the very best teams in the world in my eyes. And we start off with the very best. The Good Brothers heading towards the ring. Gallows and Anderson became the number one contenders after beating Aleister Black and Bray Wyatt for a shot at these belts. And since then, they've kept their altercations with Downfall to a minimum, to be honest. There was only that one conflict we saw between the two teams backstage, in which Carl Anderson was blindsided from behind by Harper and Rowan. Gallows came in to make the save, but this is what the meeting is all about right now, becoming the ECW Tag Team Champions. Gallows and Anderson already 4-time World Tag Team Champions, already the most successful tag team in this universe, and in my mind, the greatest of all time in terms of tag teams. If there is anyone to dethrone Downfall, these are the guys to do it, the Good Brothers. Of course, we have that awards ceremony on its way for you. Will you vote? Will this match decide who you vote for as the team of the year? Talked about Andrade just now making 2018 his. Well, didn't these guys do the same as well? Lost in the shuffle of ECW were Wolf and Harper, under a leader who had no idea what their cause was or how to lead them towards it in Raven. Harper had enough. turned his back on him, and dumped him out. A week later, along came Rowan. And not only did he come back into the front line, but he came right back into the talking point on ECW right away. Downfall made a huge impact. And within not even a month, I believe, of them being a tag team, they were the champions. They were ruling over ECW. And Downfall was in control. Of course, they took it one step further. Moments after winning the belt, they put their money firmly where their mouth was, and they challenged the Gorillas of Destiny and American Alpha to a tag team match at Survivor Series, a 3-way tag team match between all of them. And then, not only did they make the challenge, but they won it as well. Downfall. If you said that happened for a team in 2018 alone, you would say that was outstanding. That happened in 2 months. That's something else. That honestly is something else. That is something that cannot be put into words. That is something that cannot be described. Downfall's dominance is just... It is something to take in, honestly, and if they win here tonight, then there is a very strong possibility that they will go higher in those rankings for the best tag team around. Of course, we have the awards for people to vote in. You all have the opportunity to choose who is the tag team of the year, and honestly, this match probably stands a chance of deciding that. We'll see about that right now, though. We are ready to go between these two. Will it be the Good Brothers taking in another year as tag team champions, or will it be the turn of those two? Will Downfall continue to rule over ECW, taking out who I hold in such high regard as the best team in the world? We are about to find out. Gallows going to start this one off against Rowan. A little bit of a flip from usual. Usually it's Harper starting for Downfall and Anderson starting for the Good Brothers, but that's not happening here tonight. Here we go, though. We are underway. Irish whip here from Luke Gallows, and the strength of him there to pull that off as well. Of course, despite having the tag team titles for as long as they did, they never beat the reign. They never beat the longest reign in this universe for the tag team titles, if I remember rightly. And maybe they did in their last run. I can't really remember. Not their last run, sorry. Their third run. I'm not 100% certain on that one, but I believe they did. And if they didn't, I can't remember who has the record for the longest tag team title run. But I do know in ECW, if I'm correct, and I still believe I am, it is the Ascension. No, it's not, sorry. It's the 1%ers from an awful long while back. I think the Ascension came close, but not close enough to winning those titles. Nevertheless, it's not about records right now. It is about winning the gold. It is about getting tag team titles. Trying to think of some teams, though, off the top of my head that have won more than one set of tag team titles. The Ascension. No. The Ascension haven't. The Revival has. Yes, the Revival. There you go. There's one. The Revival, former WWE Tag Team Champions and World Tag Team Champions as well. American Alpha. NXT and former World Tag Team Champions, the current World Tag Team Champions, the Authors of Pain. A lot of common share between ECW and Raw, it seems. Carl Anderson and Harper, though, now in this match, and big counter there from Harper sends Anderson down. It is tough, I think, for the Good Brothers to know how to break down Downfall, because we haven't seen a way they can be broken down yet. Every team that has gone up against them, some way or another, ends up falling, I don't want to say failing, but that is pretty much what it ends up being. They end up falling short, they end up missing the mark, and as a result of it, Downfall walk out with another title defense. If the Gorillas of Destiny and American Alpha couldn't do it, do the Good Brothers have it in them to pull that off? Do the Good Brothers have it in them to make it happen? It's a question that you can have your opinion on, but the answer will be given in just a few moments when this match comes to an end. Big fall-away slam there by Rowan on Carl Anderson. This is looking good for Downfall, has to be said. Tag was looking to be made there, missed the opportunity. Carl Anderson now going to capitalize. Referee's gone down in the midst of it all. Oh well. Tag made. In comes Luke Gallows. Look at this. Big boot right in the face. Nicely done. Gallows making a difference here. The big man of the Good Brothers. The big brother. But even then, Downfall has two of Luke Gallows pretty much. Harper and Rowan. And not that easy to take care of. Big lariat in the corner and down goes Gallows as a result of it. Getting the boot in his throat now, choking him out. Downfall taking care of business rather effectively right now. They are taking care of it how they want to, how they see fit. Fall away slam though by Gallows. Neither team really has control in this match though. I do have to say that Downfall are trying to take care of business as they tend to usually do, but it's not going the entire way that they wanted it to. The champions, I wouldn't say they're looking shaky, but I would say that the Good Brothers are putting on a great match for them right now. Really testing Downfall here. Big elbow there. Gallows in now. Gonna look for the choke slam. Will he get it? Choke slam from Gallows. And now, the Gallows pole could be incoming. Not if Harper has anything to say about it. Stop there. And Downfall keeping their hopes alive of retaining the tag team titles. Irish whip off the ropes. Collision between both sides. Belly to belly from Gallows now. Rowan trying to call for a tag. Not happening there though. It is the Good Brothers who have turned things around in this match. It is the challengers and the four-time tag team champions who have some control in this thing. Big uppercut there. Big miss as well by Carl Anderson. Good counter from him though. It is honestly tough to say who is taking this home right now because it's so back and forth. But that would almost be expected from these two incredible teams. Anderson lifts him up after the kick in the gut. Gets countered. Look at the strength of... Oh my goodness. Choke! Spine buster. Or choke bomb even from Harper. Delivered with ease. Discus clothesline as well. Downfall could win it here, but Gallows makes the save. And a big save made there by Gallows. The chance is still alive for the Good Brothers. Big clothesline there from Anderson. Off his feet comes Harper. No way. No way. Has Anderson got it in him now? Gunstun! But Rowan making a distraction. Count can't be made. Rowan tried to jump in this one. Now the cover's made, but Rowan's still able to make the save. Just too quick there with Downfall, and oh, big headbutt. Something that is very interesting about Downfall, even with Wolf at ringside, he doesn't get involved in the match. He doesn't do anything. He stands there. He's almost like, I don't really know what the word I'm looking for, but he doesn't get himself involved in this contest. He stays back. He watches on. He's not really doing anything. So he can't really be used as a reason for Downfall's success either, because Downfall are always winning through their own ways. Anderson taking a while to tag in Harper. No tag for Harper to be made because Carl Anderson blasted Rowan off the apron. Speak of him, there he is. Gallows in off the tag now though. Harper staying down a long time. That Gunston probably did do one hell of a number on him in all fairness. See what happens now. Lifts him up here. Look at a slam and counter. Big power bomb incoming again. Big strength from Harper to pull off that. It is immense to see something like that being done by Harper. In the corner we go now. What could we see here? Tag made. Rowan the legal man. And look at how they are cutting off the ring there. controlling Luke Gallows, who's trying to crawl to Anderson to make the tag, and he does so. Carl Anderson in. Is this the saving breath that the Good Brothers need to hold on to those tag team titles? Sorry, to gain those tag team titles. Seems not if Rowan has anything to say about it. Look at the strength of him now. Power slam incoming. And in this moment, it's effectively a handicap match. Even then, the power game of Rowan is just too much to put into words here. He is dismantling Carl Anderson, who came in with a head of steam in that moment, but it just got taken out of him so quickly. Oh, spinning heel kick from Rowan. The athleticism there of the big man has Anderson in huge trouble. The tag is made. Downfall looking to end things. The Reckoning connects. Cover made. Gallows can't bring him up, can't get up on the outside quick enough, and Downfall have done it. Downfall beat the Good Brothers. And it has to be said, that first 2/3 of the match was so back and forth. The part in the middle where there was two finishers hitting in moments of one another showed how close it was, but that final third was domination by Downfall, cutting off the ring, controlling the match. I think they let Anderson get in the ring. They let him in only to use it so that they could get a very easy win in their mind. Downfall win, but you saw the Good Brothers walking away. Something tells me things aren't finished between these sides. But now is the moment that I have been waiting for, and I know I didn't want to see happen. It's Coren. Yep. It's about that time. Coren making his in-ring debut on ECW at New Year's Revolution, as he will go one-on-one against John Cena. We all saw what he did at Survivor Series. We all saw what he did at Fully Loaded. And we saw what he did on this past episode of ECW as well. Cena was going around saying that he needed a target. He needed someone to face at New Year's Revolution, so that 2018 would not be another wasted year for John Cena. And in stepped this bastard. Coren stepped in and sent the message the only way he knows how, by attacking someone and laying them out. And he took it one step even further. You could even argue one step too far. When he took out Cena backstage on ECW with a spear into the electric box. We lost the power backstage. That's why it just cut to black. We had no power backstage. We were lucky that the whole arena didn't cut out because of it. But now, Coren's here, and he is ready to do battle on New Year's Revolution against a battered, beaten, bruised, but always ready to fight John Cena. Here we go between these two guys. Cena, he's going to be feeling the pain of it. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that Cena does not feel right. He's got to be hurting. He's got to be reeling in agony. But that does not mean that Cena's going to turn down a fight, because he absolutely isn't. Cena will fight, and he will gladly fight Don. He will fight for whatever cause is necessary. Cena does not know the meaning of the word quit. He does not know the meaning of the words of the phrase to give in. He cannot, he will not, and if he has his way here tonight, he shall not. Can Cena be the one to bring a defeat Coren's way? I would adore it. If 2018 closed with that son of a bitch on the outside being defeated and being kicked out from ECW with his tail between his legs after thinking that he was something else, after thinking that he was something special. We can all hope that that is going to be the case. This is Cena's chance to prove that he is something. This is Cena's chance to stand out on ECW. But will it happen? Can he overcome Coren? Can he be victorious? I'm of course going to plead and hope that he will. But this is Coren we are on about here. The bell rings and we are underway, and immediately Coren getting out of the ring. And the crowd cheering on Cena here, trying to will him on. He is fired up and ready to go in against Coren. And meanwhile, that smug bastard doesn't care about it. The longest reigning NXT champion in the history of this universe. 270 days it was as NXT champion. And now here, wreaking havoc on SmackDown and ECW, it seems. Big forearm in the face there by Coren. Backhand chop as well. Good counter. Kick in the gut, Cena. DDT there. Coren goes down. The last time we saw him was in that unsanctioned main event at Fully Loaded on a pay-per-view, or in the ring rather, in in-ring action. And it was in that brawl with Okada that we saw the hatred between the two, but it was in that moment as well where everyone was really introduced to what Coren is capable of, the danger that he is, the damage that he does to anyone and everyone when he wants to, how he wants to. This is why he ruled NXT for most of 2018. This is why he has seemed as so unstoppable. This is why, despite spending most of 2018 in NXT, he is nominated for Superstar of the Year. Whoever thought that was a good idea, I don't know. Personally, I would like to find that guy and shoot him in the back of the head for being so stupid. But the reality is, Coren is freelancing around. And Coren is that much more dangerous when he's doing what he wants, when he wants. Powerbomb on the apron of Cena. The fact of the matter is, Coren is not signed to ECW. He's not signed to SmackDown Live. He's going to the beat of his own drum right now. And he is tormenting Cena with it. Beating him over the head with that drum. Powerbomb onto the barricade after it. Cena forcing Coren back into the ring. Good evasion there by Coren. Big lariat as well. I will say this, and I hate to say it, but for as much as I despise this guy, for as much as I find him to be a vile, hateful piece of shit, he is a damn good athlete. You want NXT champion for 270 days by being lucky. You don't get that far by just being a prick. He is talented, and he has shown it far more than once as well. But Cena is showing that he cannot give in. He refuses. Coren hitting there with that counter. German suplex as well. Huge bridge. Cover made. Cena kicking out of two. Turns him around again. Dragon suplex this time. Cena just folded inside out. And Coren walking around him now. He knows what he's doing here. He's taking his time. He's beating down Cena until he can't fight on anymore. All Cena can pretty much hope to do is survive. Is to hang on in there. To fight back when he has the opportunity to do so. And Cena's going to try that right now. Off the ropes he goes there. Shoulder tackle. And another one. Cena in. Oh. Flattened. Flattened with that huge lariat from Coren there. No. No, double underhook. Brainbuster. But Cena is still hanging on in there. Evades the punch and comes back with some of his own. Striking at Coren now. Trying to slam him though. Coren having none of it. Right into those ribs. Probably injured from the attack done on him. What the hell was that? I'm going to say probably injured from the attack done on him. Probably injured from going into the breaker box on ECW. Oh my. Air crash neck breaker as well. He is beating down Cena now. Pretty bad to go along with it. Double underhook. DDT now. Locking those arms in. There's no escape. Good counter there from Cena. Still breathing life in this one. Emerald Flosion there from Cena as well. Just getting whatever move he can and going for it. Coren down. And Cena sees the grand opportunity to try and hit big. To try and hit a signature move. 5-knuckle shuffle. Cena got him with it. He covers Coren. Is this enough for victory? It's not even enough for a 2 count. Oh my goodness. Cena though, Cena in. Can he do it? Does he have it in him? Can he hit the attitude adjustment right now? No. Coren stops him. Elevated DDT from him as well. And Cena goes down. No. 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 Might have been planning for clock strikes 12. Cena countered it. Coren counters Cena, however. Cena countering Coren back. Fighting with every bit of ounce of strength he's got in him. And look at these kicks. Look at these strikes. And Cena reeling to the outside. Coren mocking him, telling him to get up to his feet. This is dangerous. He is dangerous. There's no doubt about it. Clubbing blows there by Coren. Cena only just really able to pull himself up to his feet right now. Clock strikes 12. He has connected with it. And maybe victory to go with it as well. Coren covers Cena. 1, 2. Cena hangs on in there. Just. Can he keep on fighting? Can he keep on going? Is the question. Coren standing over Cena right now. It is tough to watch. Cena having to retort to the outside. Once again here. With blood on his face. Forming as a result of this horrific beatdown from Coren. But Cena is hanging on in there. You got to give him credit. He is not giving in. Another cover made. Another early kick out. And Cena gets something going here. Is there still fight left in Cena? Gonna look for the attitude adjustment once more. And again, slips his way out of it. Reverse DDT from Coren. And he's gonna go for it. And there is no doubt in my mind if he hits it, it's over. Clock strikes 12. Connected. 2 in about a minute. Cena's done for. Cover. Look at the blood on his face. Is this over? It is not. Why? Cena, think about your health. Think about what you're doing here. He is refusing to give in. He does not want to fall to Coren. He does not want to see this year be a failure. Once again, he goes to the outside, trying to catch his breath the best way he can, trying to find even the tiniest window to creep back into this match. Look at the blood. Look at the blood covering the chest of Cena. I'd be surprised if he can even see through all of that blood. And now I think that he refused to give in. Now because he refused to give up and stay down to the clock strikes 12. Coren might very well just make him regret it. Boston Crab applied though by Cena, trying to hang on in there. That's what I was on about, that refusal to give in from Cena shining through here. But all it's doing is making Coren want to beat him down even more. Cover after that air raid crash. Refs slow into count. Will this be enough though? Cena just barely kicking out in time. Coren thinks that this match needs to end. And he wants to end it somehow. From behind here, back suplex into a neck breaker. Cover made after it. Will this end things here? Cena kicks out again. And all this is doing is riling up Coren. This is getting more and more vicious. Into the ribs now. Oh my goodness. This is brutal. This is what makes him so dangerous. Yanking that arm back. It's not meant to bend that way. And then double knees in the back to go with it. Coren is Cena is in agony right now. Just end it. End it, Coren. You've done enough. Cena, though, won't let him end it. If anything has been learned, this is one of the most gutsy performances I've ever seen from John Cena. This is what it means to him. Hanging on in there, refusing to stay down. Survivor Series taught us anything is that Cena was a fighter, even in defeat. And if New Year's Revolution has taught us anything, is that Coren for as vicious as he is. Could not finish Cena off just yet. If we've learned anything right now, the heart of Cena is undoubtable. It's outstanding. But it might not be enough. Here comes that brainbuster again. Coren thinks it's enough. He thinks it's time to end it. Middle of the ring, he has Cena now. He's not going to go for the clock strikes 12. He's going to end things differently. Indian Deathlock applied here by Coren. Sitching it in on Cena, and after all the torture he's been through in this match, no doubt about it, he had to tap out. He had to submit. Coren wins and closes out 2018 with another victory and a fallen foe in John Cena. His performance was gutsy, was Cena's. It was full of heart. It was full of will. It had that never say die attitude written all over it. But in the end, Coren forced it to end. He forced Cena to tap out. No, Coren, no, dude. This is too far. This is too far. You've done the damage. You can stop. You son of a bitch. You can stop. Coren, stop. This doesn't need to happen. You've beaten him. He's down. Look at all the blood on his chest. Have you done enough? Coren taking things too far. A brainbuster again. Oh my goodness. We need help. We need help for Cena. We need someone to stop this. One more time. Clock strikes 12. No. Get out of here. Get him off my screen. Now. I'm not standing for this. I am not standing for someone whose life depends on spoiling everything around him to have his own enjoyment. I am not allowing us to witness that sick, vindictive, evil piece of shit that is Coren. I'm so glad he's gone. Just the thought of him, seeing him, it really makes me sick. It really twists my stomach. That was even worse than... No, I can't. We're moving on here to an open challenge for Braun Strowman's ECW Television Championship. Braun Strowman himself said that he wanted this. He wanted to take on whoever, be it if it was one person or 10. He wanted to take them all on, and he wanted to defend the title against them in New Year's Revolution, and he's got that wish right now, and the first man out here to challenge for that is Chris Jericho. Jericho with a great opportunity here to become the ECW Television Champion. Will he be able to pull it off, though? We are about to find out. Jericho the first one out. And here comes another one. Former WWE champion on his way towards the ring, seeking some gold on ECW. Kyle O'Reilly will also chuck himself in the forte. O'Reilly had a tremendous 2018 in terms of his matches on this brand since coming over in the draft. 2 classics with Seth Rollins, a 30-minute Iron Man match as well. And of course that defeat that in September, was it Living Dangerously? Was that the name of the pay-per-view? Was it Guilty? It was Living Dangerously. Against, was it Anarchy Rules? It was Anarchy Rules winner, yeah. Anyway, against Tetsuya Naito. Kind of dipped O'Reilly back down, and he hasn't recovered from it since then. But now, it is time for O'Reilly to try and claim some gold here. And can he do just that? If a victory here makes Kyle O'Reilly a Triple Crown champion in this universe, already a former Tag Team champion, former WWE champion, and he become a current, ECW Television champion. So that's 2. And the third is on his way out. So this is at the very least a fatal 4-way. Add in Switchblade Jay White to the mix. And here we have another man who had a great 2018. Debuted and immediately came out of the gate swinging. And Anarchy Rules, he was the last obstacle for Seth Rollins to jump over in order to achieve the goal of the longest reigning champion of all time, and he did it. He conquered Jay White in that evening, but there's no doubt about it that the Switchblade has been a fantastic star this year, and can make 2019 a great one as well. So that's five. It's going to be, at the very least, a fatal five-way, because here comes the wrestler, Katsuyori Shibata now. Man, imagine having all these talents in ECW. Imagine having all of these talents and other brands thinking they're better than this. Come on. Shibata, another incredible debut to this universe this year, and another guy who had an outstanding match with Kazuchika Okada at Money in the Bank. He would not stay down. He refused to give in until it was those wrist-locked, wrist-controlled lariats that led into the Ultimate Rainmaker to put him away. Shibata, though, looking to close out this year with gold around his waist, and I would not complain if he won here. So that's 5. Of course, including the champion, Braun Strowman. 6. 6 it will be, because here comes Johnny Gargano towards the ring, the former ECW Tag Team Champion, seeking gold now, seeking some singles gold in this. One half a DIY, of course, but Gargano seeking some championship gold for himself. This one's very interesting indeed. Think about it. Gargano and Ciampa, since losing those belts, have been on a losing streak on ECW. Both of them have not won a match since before they lost their tag team titles to Downfall. And now here tonight, Gargano looking to become the ECW Television Champion. What a chance that would be. So that is 6 men in this match now. Oh, and number 7's a pretty good one. Number 7 is going to be none other than Adam Cole joins the fray. This is what I'm on about. This is why we're the A brand, isn't it? I mean, look at that. Look at that ring right now. Look at all the champions in that ring. Here comes another former world champion into the fray. Adam Cole's return to this universe was truly one of the biggest shocks of the year, one of the best surprises. Everyone had wondered where he had gone for so long after being forced out of ECW. Out of Monday Night Raw after losing to Marty Scurll. And his return to ECW was an incredible one at that. Achieved success on this brand before, former ECW Tag Team Champion. But it is Adam Cole who is man of the hour. It is Adam Cole who is looking for more success and looking to add to his tally of titles. Will this be the evening for Adam Cole, however? We are about to find out. So that's 7, including the champion. Is it Braun Strowman's time to make his way out? Oh, sweet goodness, of course. So that's 8. Well, I said, did I not, that when this match was made, there was going to be no doubt in my mind that Minoru Suzuki was going to find a way to show up. Oh, wouldn't you know? Minoru Suzuki has shown up. These guys hate one another. Honestly, these two guys are basically that feud that you can just, like, I don't know, say you had an issue on ECW where your best talents were injured or something like that. But just chuck Suzuki and Strowman out there for 10 minutes and let them beat each other up. They've faced each other now 4 times, something like that. They never tire of it. They honestly never do. They enjoy beating each other up. They enjoy knocking each other senseless. There's something about it that they both take a great deal of satisfaction in. Suzuki, remember, is supposed to be the bodyguard of ECW. He seems much more interested in beating up absolutely anyone, most notably Braun Strowman. And here we go again between these two. So that makes it 8 men in this match right now. We have Suzuki, we have Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Jay White, Johnny Gargano, Chris Jericho. Did I say Shibata? I did not, so I'm Katsuyori Shibata. And of course, the ECW Television Champion, Braun Strowman. Is there anyone else out? Or will it be time for Strowman? What I do know is it's time for the big hit line of this one, though. Let's see if they listen. Yep, they know the job they're doing. Good stuff there. Suzuki ready for this one. The man tasked with looking after Seth Rollins has more so been interested in just beating up anyone, as I've said as of late. But is this the evening where Suzuki can become the ECW Television Champion? Imagine that. The bodyguard of ECW and the greatest of all time holding the belts at the end of the evening. That'd be a lovely sight to see. And here he comes. There was only one man left. And it is the champion himself, Braun Strowman, preparing for what is now an 8-man match. And I've been told that because this was signed off as an open challenge, with the idea being that you had to win by pinfall or submission, I have been told that in this Battle Royal, the way you win is through elimination by pinfall or submission. So that means 7 people are going to pin, get tapped out, and 1 will stand tall as the ECW Television Champion by the end of it. With all of these people in the ring, I'm going to go Braun. I'm just going to play my cards close to my chest, in all honesty. Go Braun Strowman. So here we go. 1 packed ring and 1 poor referee who has to look after it all. Do we pay you enough? Maybe I'll consider giving you a raise. Surprise of the century, Braun Strowman and Minoru Suzuki have decided to start fighting each other. Water is also wet, grass is also green, and the sky is also occasionally blue. Let's see what else we got going on here. Kyle O'Reilly and Katsuyori Shibata, the 2 hard-hitting strikers of this match. Cole and Jay White as well. And the referee on the floor. Chris Jericho now going to go after Jay White. Let's see what happens here. Front face locked in. Nothing going to come of it, though. I think we'll pay attention, actually, to Suzuki and Braun for a little bit. This one seems the most fun. Forearm there. Didn't do anything. Look at those shots from Suzuki. Strowman, a little bit dazed. Doesn't go off his feet. Suzuki goes fucking flying off his, though. Gargano with a big forearm, and down goes Braun Strowman now. Drop kicks them. There's way too much going on in this match. Enziguri countered there by Adam Cole. Meanwhile, from behind here, countered there by Strowman on Suzuki. Jay White is clubbing the back of Katsuyori Shibata, who just slapped the referee in the face. Ref, just maybe stick to a corner and just stand there and just be like, I'll only come out of it. I'll even count pins from this corner. I'm fine. Drop kick attempt by Strowman, countered by Suzuki. Drop kick there by Suzuki. Strowman stumbles a step. Suzuki thinking tactically there, though, taking the leg out of Braun Strowman. Sleeper hold applied by Shibata. Sleeper hold by Shibata on Chris Jericho. Will Jericho be able to break out of it? Yes, he will. And shot in the gut there by Adam Cole. Gargano running dropkick by him as well. Strowman, meanwhile, has just knocked Minoru Suzuki's ribs into the back of his body. Spinning kick in the gut there by Jay White. Going to do here, crossing the legs. White. Where a PK from Shibata. Kiwi crusher from White. Shibata covers O'Reilly. Will that be enough? No, O'Reilly kicks out at 2. This could do it, though. This could do it. White, middle of the ring for us all to bear witness to. Has Jericho. Blade Runner. Will this be enough? No, Jericho kicks out at 2. And my voice does eventually drop. Cole up on the top rope here. Sleeper hold applied by Suzuki on Strowman. Could Strowman give in here? Ref didn't bother to check because he probably thought, yeah, he won't. And he didn't. So good thinking there by the ref. O'Reilly, brainbuster. Strowman, running power slam, and Suzuki, I believe, has just been eliminated. 1, 2. No, of course he hasn't. Why would he? Why did I think that was going to be enough to end it? What's Shibata and O'Reilly getting into something with it? Big gut wrench suplex from Strowman. Shibata from behind, sleeper hold applied again. Walls of Jericho being applied at the same time. Referee checks up on the walls of Jericho instead of the sleeper hold. Neither get the submission though. Minoru Suzuki now attacking Shibata. Oh my god, this one's an incredible fight to think about. Why did I never think about putting those 2 guys in the match? Imagine watching those 2 guys beat the shit out of each other 10 minutes. Well, they're doing it right now. Suzuki in. Suzuki's in on Shibata. Got style. Pile driver connects. Jericho goes for the cover on White. White! I think I got broken up by Cole, actually. Cover on Shibata. And Shibata just barely gets the shoulder up in time and hangs on in this one. Ref's down again. I'm dragged there by Chris Jericho. We have 3 people up on their feet. The other 6 down. Referee really enjoying his lay down, apparently. Oh, low blow from Jay White on Adam Cole. A switchblade taking prime opportunity with that low blow there. Oh, I thought that was Suzuki and Strowman going at it again. It's not. Speaking of Suzuki, though, he's in trouble. Shibata has him. PK! Will Suzuki... Oh, low blow from White to Cole again. And Strowman just threw Kyle O'Reilly on top of the cover, and we know Suzuki is still in this one as a result of it. Jericho. Walls of Jericho. Running power slam to Shibata. Walls of Jericho applied on Gargano. Johnny Gargano. Can he fight out of this? Can he hang on in this one? No, he taps out. And Blade Runner. And Suzuki decides, you know what, I'd like this cover. Shibata's gone as well. We are down to 6. And the referee's down again. 6 remain in this battle royal here. And even though the referee's not up to count to make the pin, or the submission even, Suzuki will enjoy that ankle lock applied on Jay White there. White gets back up to his feet, hangs on in there. Adam Cole now, what's he thinking of you with Chris Jericho? I mean, he might as well take his time. The referee's going to stay down for a little bit. So we've lost Shibata and Gargano in this one. Look at this. Panama Sunrise to Jericho. Cover by Jay White, meanwhile, on Suzuki. Did he hit something? I don't know. I might have missed it. No, Suzuki hangs on in there. Adam Cole trying to get to Chris Jericho right now. Jericho still down after that Panama Sunrise. Cover made here. White breaks it up for whatever reason. Running power slam to Kyle O'Reilly. And is it O'Reilly's time? No, Suzuki's like, no, you're not having any eliminations. Suzuki deliberately wanting to have another fight with Braun Strowman. I love it. They're insane. They're stupid. I never get bored of it. So Kyle O'Reilly's still in this one. Jericho somehow still in this one. Wait a minute. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Achilles locked there. Meanwhile, Kiwi Crusher to Cole. Jericho fights out of that one. Kiwi Crusher by White on Adam Cole. Still in this one, though, is Cole. You know what? Since we lost those two, the match has calmed down a little bit. I can breathe. That's nice. Jay White. Blade Runner! Blade Runner to Cole. White in for the cover. 1, 2... Adam Cole kicks out. Code breaker to Suzuki. And he fights on. He immediately fights on. Okay. Suzuki's insane. Just in case you needed any friendly reminder, Suzuki is definitely 100% insane. Look at the strength of Strowman deadlifting O'Reilly by there. Well, one of these guys has got to get eliminated at some point. Adam Cole now going after the hand of Jay White here, stomping down on the palm. And I'm still sat here wondering who's going to get eliminated next in this thing. Oh, my answer could be coming up soon. Gotch style pile driver. No cover attempt made by Minoru Suzuki, though, so Kyle O'Reilly might live to fight another day. Adam Cole, I thought would have been gone after the Blade Runner, is still in this one. Cole now. No way. Super kicks the leg out from underneath him. On Strowman. Panama Sunrise. You are kidding me. You are kidding me. Cole covers Strowman. Oh, Strowman kicks at it too. Look at those kicks from O'Reilly, meanwhile. High-low combo of all sorts. And a cover made after it. Is Suzuki out of this one? Suzuki is gone. We are down to 5. Panama Sunrise. No way. Cole covers Strowman. And Strowman's gone. There's going to be a new ECW Television Champion. Oh, this match just got way more interesting. Which one of these 4 men will hold the television title heading into 2019? Jericho trying to rile himself up. Can he keep on going in this one? We're down to Jay White, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Chris Jericho. Guillotine choke by O'Reilly. Jericho, though, getting out of this one. My goodness, this is outstanding. Good counter there by O'Reilly. White in, calling him. Jay White calling Adam Cole up. Wait a minute. Blade Runner. 2 covers made. Ref goes in to count the Jericho one first. Chris Jericho eliminated from the Brainbuster. We are down to 3. Cover on Cole. We're down to 2. And here we go. O'Reilly versus Jay White for the television title. Who will walk out with that belt? O'Reilly has the guillotine choke slapped on. Has he done enough? Will White tap out? White surviving. And now it is a testament to these two guys. Fortitude, their heart, how much they're able to survive right now after everything they've already endured. It only takes one move to become a champion, and these two guys are going to learn it right now. Diving fist drop of Jay White there. O'Reilly busted open. That could have been enough to finish it. Is Jay White the TV champ? No. O'Reilly wants that title around his waist, though. He's going to need to do something very, very quickly in order for that to happen. White thinking a trip to the top rope might do him a bit of good here. O'Reilly sloped to his feet. Drop kick from White. He pulled it off. Jay White in now. Spinning kick in the gut. And the switchblade. Gonna look to strike again. Kiwi Crusher. Cover from White. Jay White is the ECW Television Champion. Breathe with the switchblade as he closes 2018 ECW Television Champion. Jay White has done it. White with a huge win to close out an incredible 2018 for him. Your new ECW Television Champion is Jay White. Braun Strowman eliminated. Suzuki eliminated. Cole eliminated. And Jay White stood tall at the end of it all to become the ECW Television Champion. Congratulations to Jay White on a huge victory for him. The Switchblade now has a title. And that is huge. What a win. Congrats to Jay White for real on that one. An outstanding performance, no doubt about it. But it is time to move on here on ECW's New Year's Revolution to a big grudge match on its way. Kenny Omega and Drew McIntyre. One-on-one. This all came about right after Survivor Series. This is Drew McIntyre's chance to become a star. Can he do it by overcoming the two-time King of the Ring? Will he be able to achieve it? We'll find out. But as for now, it's time to see how this match all came about. Drew McIntyre wins! The British Empire wins! McIntyre just became a hero to the cause. Survivor Series with the stepping stone to his greatness, Kenny Omega. He doesn't like him. He's in a stage that belongs to Drew McIntyre, and he is the next target of the Empire. Kenny Omega hitting the ring. Omega going after McIntyre now. New Year's Revolution is just around the corner, and why doesn't he do it with Drew McIntyre? And since I'm the one with the power around here, it's on. Trying to jump Omega, but now it's failed. Kenny Omega getting one over on McIntyre once again. Sabre Jr., Neville, and McIntyre unloading away on Rollins. It's Omega. Kenny Omega hitting the ring. Claymore kick to Omega. The Empire stand on top of the final ECW of the year. Could this be the same for New Year's Revolution? And so, here we go. There are 2 matches left on the final pay-per-view of the year, and they both involve the British Empire. What an outstanding year it has been for this faction. And this could be the evening where they make it about them. And we are about to find out if that'll be the case or not. Drew McIntyre prepares for this match against Kenny Omega right now. On the penultimate match of the year. We've seen how this one's come about. And we've seen the elevation of McIntyre from last month onwards. That moment where he went from a good hand on ECW. That's the nicest way of saying it. A strong hand on ECW, but never quite there to hit the mark. Never quite had it in him to be the star. And then he comes along at Survivor Series, and in a match where 4 people were on the opposing side, eliminated 3 of them. That is something else that cannot be put into words, that performance from McIntyre. And he did not waste any time in trying to capitalize on it, going right after Kenny Omega, looking to make himself the name of ECW and targeting the television champion, the 2-time King of the Ring winner. McIntyre going all out here. And honestly, this match could determine what is the future, not only for the ECW title, but for the British Empire as well. When you think about it, say McIntyre wins here, and through some, by hook or crook, and through some disastrous fashion, Neville walks out with the ECW Championship. Then what do we do? Then what does the Empire do? Does McIntyre challenge Neville? If Omega wins and Neville wins the title, I might go with Omega as the next contender. But I am using the belief that somehow, some way, Neville's going to topple off Seth Rollins. We'll talk more about that coming up later on. Of course, this guy knows plenty about Seth Rollins. Arguably the greatest feud of the year was between Kenny Omega and Seth Rollins, fixating through the summer for the ECW Championship. 2 of the best wrestlers in the world feuding over that. But now Omega has his sights set on something else, on someone else. Drew McIntyre putting the nip in the bud, essentially, and reminding McIntyre of his place, reminding them that he may be special, he may be a great athlete, but he is not Kenny Omega. He has not achieved what Omega has done in this universe. McIntyre is a fine athlete, but can he topple Kenny Omega? There is nothing on the line. This is not a number 1 contenders match. Nothing along those kind of ways. But what this is a flat-out contest between these 2 fine athletes, and the question is, who will walk out with that all-important victory when it matters most? We've seen them brawling on ECW. We've seen them taking numbers games to them in the case of McIntyre. And we've seen Omega being caught off guard more than once by him as well. In theory, this one could go either way. But I think because of what has happened over these last few weeks, we have a fired-up Kenny Omega. Now, Drew McIntyre that could be in over his head, but in the same breath could also be on a new wave right now of momentum, of confidence, and of in-ring ability that can lead him above and beyond Kenny Omega. I think whichever way you look at it, when the Royal Rumble rolls around in about a month from now, we're looking at 2 surefire contenders in that Rumble, and as a result of it, 2 surefire potential winners in the Royal Rumble as well. We'll see more about that. I mean, New Year's Revolution's definitely put a lot of concerns over who may go in the Royal Rumble now. I mean, think about it. 2 new champions crowned this evening. Braun Strowman now open to go into the Rumble. Last 2 times he's been in, he came 3rd and runner-up. Maybe this is the year he wins it. Not about the Royal Rumble right now, though, or even Braun Strowman. It is about this contest between these 2. And as we sit here knowing what's up next, how important is this match for the British Empire? If Neville loses, and in my mind, of course, that is when he loses, McIntyre needs to be their saving grace. Otherwise, this is a ruined night for the Empire. How will the Empire bounce back from losing their Cruiserweight title? From McIntyre losing to Omega, Neville losing to Rollins. That is a bust from the heights of Survivor Series to a complete bust that would be New Year's Revolution. McIntyre's got a lot on his shoulders right now after the failing at the start. Crossbody attempt from Omega. McIntyre able to sidestep it. And not really much of a surprise that the fight has broken out on the outside here between these two. They may be fine athletes, but there is that bitter, boiling blood between them that is leading them this far, that is leading them to the actions of attacking each other on the outside. And to be fair, with everything we've seen heading into this pay-per-view, there's not really much of a surprise that that is the case. They're just completely ignoring the count right now, up to 6, and they're still going at it on the outside. McIntyre finally brings them back into the ring. What can McIntyre do here? This time last year, he was making his way to ECW and he was fighting for the right to be the #1 contender to the ECW Championship. Could he be doing the same again here tonight? Super the leg there by Omega. Look at this. An Achilles lock of sorts. Definitely not an ankle lock, but look at the way he's got his leg wrapped around McIntyre's thigh, holding him in place, but good strength there from McIntyre to power his way out of that one. Big lariat as well. Omega unable to bounce back from it. You would have thought after that leg lock, Omega could have had an opportunity in this one, but it got taken away from him. McIntyre, like I said, he is, maybe I am right about him being on a different level right now. Hammerlock back suplex. Easily applied, and the strength of McIntyre now shining through. Look at that. That is power. You may not have to like him, you may not have to like the British Empire, but you have to appreciate the power of Drew McIntyre when it's right in front of you. Omega, though, not giving in. Hard chop in the chest. McIntyre, big elbows to power his way out of that one. Oh, you could feel that knife edge chop. Freakish power from McIntyre now. Omega's no slouch in his own right. He's about, what, 230, 240. McIntyre maybe about 250 maybe, but Jesus Christ, manhandling Omega there, but a sidestep, and Omega using his speed to his advantage, but overpowered again by the brute of the British Empire. Omega V-trigger attempt countered. And countered back and forth counters from these two guys. We haven't really seen a huge move hit in this one. No V-triggers, no headbutts, no future shocks, no claymores as of yet. McIntyre, big clubbing blow in the back. They have just been scrapping it out with one another, haven't they? From the opening bell, they have been at each other's throats. DDT on the outside from Omega. And the fight really continuing on the outside here. They've already gone deep into the count once. Could they go even deeper? Definitely wouldn't be happy if a match like this ended in count out or disqualification. This is a match that needs a winner. This is a feud that needs to be settled here tonight into the announce table and then into the floor, courtesy of that clothesline. Count up to 6 again. 7 now, and McIntyre sending Omega the other way into the announce table. Once again here, could there be a count out in this one? McIntyre sending him back into the ring and returns at the count of 9. That was close. Good forearm in the face by Omega there. V-trigger attempt counted again for McIntyre. Omega counters. There's one. Maybe not so much a V-trigger, but definitely got him in the face with the leaping knee. Now Kenny Omega will look for it. In the turnbuckle, slice of the throat. V-trigger! Has Omega done enough to beat McIntyre here? No. Flat out no. Omega hasn't finished business yet, and you can see he is feeling some wear and tear in this match as he waits for McIntyre to get up to his feet. He was recovering in his own right, but that gave McIntyre exactly what he needed to get back in this one. Look at this now. No way of blocking that one off. Face first you go, and Omega for about the 3rd time in this matchup now, rolling to the outside. Truly feeling the impact of it. As we return to the ring here, McIntyre almost just pacing around the ring as if to say this is no problem. And again, that hammerlock back suplex comes into play. Shoulder tackle and down goes McIntyre. Look at how quickly though McIntyre responds with hard-hitting moves. That clothesline of his has been a favorite throughout this match, and the way he hits it and the force he puts behind it, I just don't think it can be replicated. And Omega's feeling the impact of it. Knee in the gut there now by McIntyre. And again, just going to slam him face first into the mat. It's brutal. But Omega fighting back right away there. These guys, pure athletes on a different level. But fighting for different causes, it has to be said. Brainbuster attempt maybe from Omega. Gets countered by McIntyre. Headbutt from McIntyre as well. Big move hit. Big move hit. Pile driver follows it. McIntyre, he's going to the turnbuckle. Oh my goodness. He's hit this before on Omega. He could hit it again. Claymore kick. And will that be enough? No. Omega extending the arm to underneath the bottom rope and keeps himself in this one. And a DDT gets him back in this. Omega still within a shot of this. That rope break, he can count his lucky charms for it, really. He can feel very blessed indeed that he hung on in there. Reverse Alabama slam now from McIntyre. Once again, striking with that in the match. A lot of this match has been made up of the hits, of the strikes of these guys. Not so much what they've been able to do with their in-ring ability, just how much they've been able to hurt each other. Omega, wait a minute, is he going to look for another V-trigger here? Slices the throat, and again, the V-trigger connects. Whoa. Not even a 1 count there. Something to pay attention to as well in this match is that Omega has not yet hit or even attempted, to my knowledge, the One-Winged Angel or the Ripcord V-trigger. We have not seen either of those sought out in this match by Omega. And it could be said that if he hits it, could McIntyre be done for? Omega's keeping control in that chin lock, no doubt about it. McIntyre couldn't get out of it. And here we go. One-Winged Angel. One-Winged Angel on its way. McIntyre able to evade out of it. Too much time. Omega, though, evades out of that one. Still another chance open up for him. McIntyre counters out of that one as well. From behind now. Reverse suplex, and Omega hits the mat. Look at those strikes again from McIntyre. Doesn't matter how much punishment you take in this match, your body is still not prepared for it, no matter the circumstance. And manhandling Kenny Omega now. Cover. And again, Omega's in the ropes. Again, another saving grace comes his way, and McIntyre almost yelling out, what do I have to do to put away Omega? Huge Irish whip there. And again into a reverse suplex. And into the mat goes Kenny Omega. Omega, though, countering. Still an opportunity alive for Omega. Still a chance alive for the cleaner. Can he have it, though? Omega calls himself the king of wrestling because of the 2 King of the Rings. Will it be enough to stop the man looking to make himself a star? McIntyre, with that Russian leg sweep, could find himself in a position to hit big. Omega countering back. What a contest this has been. And a V-trigger there brings McIntyre off his feet once more. Big power bomb. Got all of it. So much to play for in this match. Neither guy giving in. That could have been a One-Winged Angel attempt right there, and it was stuffed. McIntyre has him in and planting him down into the mat. McIntyre, wait a minute. Future Shock. The Future Shock DDT. And he's not done. He's looking to convincingly close out and beat Omega. Claymore kick from McIntyre. Middle of the ring. No ropes involved. Drew McIntyre has done it. Kenny Omega beaten. Wow. So that star was born at Survivor Series, and at New Year's Revolution, it burns even brighter. McIntyre is heading for supernova status at this rate. And we may well have the next contender to the ECW Championship, and if not, a surefire candidate and favorite for the Royal Rumble. Drew McIntyre is on an upwards trajectory right now that simply cannot be stalled and cannot be stopped. There is no ceasing for McIntyre. Omega didn't even get a shot in with the one-winged angel or with that ripcord V-trigger. It never showed up, and at the end of the day, he was done for. McIntyre, your winner. But it is time to move on to our main event. The British Empire may have been able to salvage something, but will they be able to salvage the almighty prize that they seek? It is the main event of the final pay-per-view of the year. It is the main event of New Year's Revolution. It is Neville versus Seth Rollins. So much is on the line to head into the new year, and let us all see how Neville came to meet the greatest of all time. When Neville became the #1 contender for the ECW Championship, it seemed like another great but by-the-books contest was lined up for New Year's Revolution. Within a week, this would be anything but the case. Oh my goodness! Low blow to the champ! No! Neville with a ladder into the face of Rollins! The British Empire, the faction determined to rule over ECW, and its leader, Neville. All work for the same goal: glory, success, championships. Neville set his sights on Rollins immediately. A low blow one moment, a ladder in the face the next. Though Rollins may go this alone, there is greater on the line for the longest reigning champion in the history of this universe. A new record. 500 days as ECW champion. It will be achieved with victory. But what cracks first? Will Seth Rollins continue his historic reign and conquer over the man who rules the Empire? Or will ECW be subject to Imperial rule with King Neville at the helm for 2019? Let the revolution begin. And it is time. Time for the main event of New Year's Revolution. Time to see what happens. Who ushers in the new year on ECW? Who ushers it in as ECW champion? Will a record be made here tonight? Well, another record made, rather. Look, there's plenty I could say about Neville. There is plenty I want to say about Neville. He has been a nuisance ever since this British Empire came into life. Neville reinvented his career with it, there's no doubt about it. He went from the man that, as he put it, the people forgot, to the king of the British Empire. But I still don't think it's enough to dethrone Seth Rollins. Now I know there's gonna be calls, of how biased I am. Look at anything that has happened in these last near 500 days for Seth Rollins and tell me how I'm biased. Look at one opponent he's had and tell me that was an easy title defense. He hasn't had an easy title defense. And this isn't an easy title defense. From the very start, Rollins' back has been up against the wall. And it is happening more and more often as well. But that being said, Rollins, whether you love him or you hate him, you have to respect him. No one else could have done this. No one else could do what Seth Rollins is currently doing. No one else could be a champion for this long. They don't have it in them. They don't have the fortitude, and they don't have the ability of Seth freaking Rollins. Victory here tonight, it means day 500 as ECW champion. That's 110 days more than the next closest reign. That's 4 months more than Bobby Fish's. That's not just breaking a record, that is smashing it. That is making the old record irrelevant. And all Rollins has to do is something that he has done for the entirety of his reign without fail. Win. Win and retain this belt. win and stop the Empire's conquest to take over ECW. Rollins has ruled this place since August 2017. And I honestly think that as much as Neville has had the upper hand on Rollins, it has been in a group pact. It has been with strength in numbers. Look at the ways in which Rollins went down to Neville. The first time was after a match with Zack Sabre Jr. The second time was Sabre Jr. and McIntyre in on the action. Now, all that's left is Neville. There is no McIntyre, there is no Sabre Jr., and there certainly isn't Zack Gibson either. It is Neville by himself, trying to achieve what he has never been able to do: win the world title. Neville has won everything else. He's a former television champion, former tag team champion, a former cruiserweight champion. But he is not a former world champion. He is not only a former world champion, but the current ECW champion. And in my mind, it doesn't end tonight. I don't know when it ends, but I do not see Neville being the one to stop him. I think Neville has fired up Rollins in the attempts to try and injure him, in the attempts to try and put him out of commission ahead of this match. All it's done is fire Rollins up more. 2018 has been the year of Seth Rollins. Honestly, when I look at that Superstar of the Year category, there is only one rightful candidate on it, and that is Seth Rollins. No one else deserves that Superstar of the Year caliber more than Seth Rollins. Not even Okada. And 2018 was for sure a year of the Rainmaker. But it was the year of Rollins. It still is the year of Rollins. And a title defense here tonight will prove it. All he has to do is dethrone Neville, take out the King of the Empire, and walk into a third straight calendar year as ECW champion. Rollins early on looking for the Phoenix Splash, and Neville in with the counter. It's going to be fascinating to see how these two guys work with one another, how they will treat this match, how they will try and get under each other's skin. Neville, as I said, has had the upper hand in terms of the attacks from behind. The ladder in the face, as we saw, was the real pinnacle that kick-started it all. The only time Rollins has really had Neville's number was when he saved Kenny Omega from that attack from Neville and McIntyre. That is the only time Rollins has had the one-up on him. But Rollins is smart. Rollins is a veteran now. Rollins knows exactly what he's getting himself into. I talk about on Raw with Hiroshi Tanahashi, how Tanahashi has been in this predicament so many times and he knows how to conquer his way through it. The same is starting to ring true for Rollins. And I mean, Tanahashi didn't hold the IWGP title for as long as Rollins has in a single reign. Rollins has held the ECW Championship for longer. Rollins has not been stopped either. More title defenses than Tanahashi in his longest reign as well. And it can all continue on here tonight with victory over Neville. We're going to see, though, if that'll be the case. He's coming out certainly aggressively from the start, is Rollins. Neville, I don't think, was prepared for this. Neville, I think, thought he was going to be able to lead the match, able to be able to dictate the pace, but that just simply has not happened. Nice crucifix, though, by Neville. Goes into the cover, hoping he's done enough. Or at the very least, that he can wear down Rollins. Rollins in. Powerbomb attempt, maybe. Up in a crucifix position right now, or crucifix powerbomb position. And Neville able to use his agility to arm drag his way out of that one. Nice work there from the leader of the British Empire. Big forearms in the corner there, and now just grating his elbow across the jaw of Rollins. Neville backing up now. Big knee in the face. Working on that head, maybe trying to weaken it down. Certainly is right there with that reverse Rana. I was going to say for the rings of satin when he yanks those shoulder blades back, when all the torque and that goes into that neck. Neville could look to end it right there and become champion. Oh, but the man that gravity forgot is going to take flight big time. Neville in. Look at this. That is something else. I don't care what your opinion is. I don't care what my opinion is right there. That is outstanding. Cleared the top rope with ease. But don't get too cocky, Neville. The job isn't even half done yet for taking out Seth Rollins. And there's your reminder. Rollins forcing Neville back into the ring. Big neck breaker as well from him as well. Rollins fired up and ready to go. Come on, Seth. Pace yourself. This isn't Survivor Series. This isn't a match where you're proving, you have to prove that you're the greatest. We already know that. This isn't a match where you should have to look over your shoulder for Coren either. This is a match where you can focus on Neville and finish him off. And he might be looking to do that right now. Buckle bomb from Rollins. He's going to go for the cover. Early cover, I would argue. And I don't think it's going to be enough either. No, it is not. What an early kick out. Seen that a lot tonight. 1 counts. Wait, here we go. Here we go. Curb stomp. Curb stomp. Curb stomp. No, Neville able to stop it before it could even commence. Turns him round. Has the leg in. Oh my. Snap regal plex. Cover from Neville. And he almost had him. 2 count on Rollins. In the turnbuckle we go now. Neville going to look to hit with a big move here. What are we going to see from him? Look at that! He's going up high. He's going up high. Is Neville going to go? Is Neville going to go for the red arrow? Red arrow! He got him! Oh my goodness, no. No. Covers Rollins. Yes! And Neville can hardly believe it. Down on one knee. Maybe even doubting himself in that moment. 450 now by Neville. Easy for him. But he has not put away Rollins. He's still in this one. And a big drop kick there from Rollins shows that this is still going on as well. This is still his match. And ain't no one going to take it away from him. Taking out the arm of Neville. That pound for pound natural strength that Neville possesses being tested there. But he comes swinging right back out of the gate. Turns him round. And another snap regal plex right down on the pinpoint area for the rings of Saturn to really do damage there. Rollins came down on. Gonna look for another buckle bomb, is he? Oh, you could hear that knife edge chop. He is going to go for a second one. A second buckle bomb incoming. Got him with it. This is it. He covers him. Has he done enough to retain? It's gutsy. This is a gutsy performance being shown from Neville right now. There's no doubt about it. But I don't think he's going to be able to hang on any longer. I think his number has come. And day 500's incoming. Curb stomp. Bring it in. 1, 2. Only 2. Only 2. It is not enough to finish the deal right now, but Rollins going to go up high. Calling Neville up to his feet. He's staying focused. Went for the Meteora. Oh my God, his knee. His knee. Oh, his knee there, it looked like he tweaked it on the way down. His body went one way and his knee went the other. That is horrific. And that deadlift German from Neville was something else to behold as well. Incredible strength from him. Irish whip up and over the top rope. What the hell else is Neville going to go for? We're going to the outside again in this one. Neville is in control. The challenger leading the way. And Neville now, moonsault to the outside. Sticks the landing to go with it. Neville's in control right now. He is beating down Rollins' worn body. Into the barricade goes Rollins. A body worn out from carrying ECW on its back for almost 500 days. And he's almost a year and a half. He is up now. Into the ring apron. There goes Neville. The count up to 7 now. These two guys not leaving anything to pass as Rollins in trouble. Neville going to go up high again. What will we see? 450 from him. 450 from Neville. Slow into the cover. Could that prove costly? Yes. It's only 2, but the arm of Rollins going to be worked over. Honestly, I'm surprised Neville hasn't gone after the knee. Look at, I think the way that Rollins came down on it, it looked bad. But it's not what he's focused on. Looking at that arm of Rollins right now, just been hitting big moves. That's the thing, he's been hitting big moves. He hasn't been hitting smart moves. And that might be proving costly. Neville in now. Tornado. DDT. This is proving to be one hell of a main event, though, I will say it. Neither guy has given the other an opportunity to take control in this one. Although Neville working over the arm does make sense when he looks to apply the rings of satin, when he looks to become the ECW Television ECW Champion. Good counter by Rollins there, kicked him right in the face, showing that that knee is not giving up on him, as I originally thought that it might. Rollins, 3rd time in this match. Buckle bomb connects. Will 3rd time be the charm for Seth Rollins? He covers Neville. 2 count. And Rollins starting to question it as well. What the hell does he do to win this? He does this. No. Curb stomp counted again by Neville. And look at this now. Dragon suplex. Could that be the move that dethrones? No. Tiger suplex rather. The Tiger suplex did not end the reign of Rollins. Float over DDT here. Rollins fighting back from all the times Neville's been in control. From all the times that Neville has tried to keep him down on the way to this pay-per-view. There is a difference between attacking Rollins after a match or during a match and dealing with Rollins in a match. A completely different breed of caliber of athlete, but Neville is still holding his own in this outstanding main event. We are 10 minutes. No. Rings of Satin's locked in. I can't look. Oh, maybe I can. Rollins with ease getting out of that. I don't even think Neville got it properly locked in before Rollins evaded it. I like it. Drop kick there, ribs in the back, going to be hurting after that impact. Counter by Neville, good kick in the gut. Northern Light suplex, will this be the move to end it? No. That far shoulder able to kick out with it. No, uh-oh. Again, Neville going up high. Is he thinking Red Arrow? No. He is going to be thinking something big, though. Calls him up to his feet. Oh! That drop kick was right in the ribs. Directly into the ribs there. That was a lot of damage done. Turns him round. Reverse Rana again. No. No. Rings of Satin. Rings of Satin. This is locked in. This could be the moment where the reign ends before our very eyes. And Rollins again, though, proving that he cannot stay down. He fights on in this one, but so too has Neville from the very opening bell. Maybe I was wrong, because Neville is really starting to cause doubts in my mind now. We're hitting that part of the match where Neville is still in this, and it's still anyone's game. Went for a knee there, did Neville. Got countered by Rollins, who's going to come in. Crossbody. Pin him. Try. I don't know. Please. I can't bear to watch. Powerbomb cutter, maybe. No, got him up with a crucifix. Maybe thinking a crucifix bomb of some sort. No. Neville able to get out of it again there. Hurricanrana by him. Please, no. Don't let it end like this. Don't let it end this way. There's 2 and a kick out again. God, he's had to kick out so many times in this match. It's been a kick in the gut by Neville now. Now to the leg again. Neville in. Irish whip. Slides to the legs of Rollins and hits a Hurricanrana. Whatever way the British Empire look at it, they can hold their head up high in this defeat, should it come his way. I still want to feel confident. I still want to say this is Rollins, that he's going to win it, but oh, I don't know. It could only take one more red arrow, one more lock-in of the rings of Saturn, and Rollins' reign could be over. I don't know. Cover by Rollins. It's not going to be enough, but it'll wear him down. And at this stage of the match, wearing someone down is vital. Tequila Sunrise? Yes. No, he's got the arm. He's got the arm instead. That's a move taken out of Zack Sabre Jr.'s playbook. Rollins has been studying the British Empire. Neville, though, able to evade it with ease. And a flying forearm. Rollins goes back down. Counter here. Got him. Shoulder tackle. Neville goes back down. It has been anyone's match from the very opening bell, and it's been a stellar main event as well. To the outside these two guys go. How much more does either of them have to give here? Honestly. Neville calling Rollins up to his feet. Drop kick back in the ring. Those ribs of Rollins are going to be screaming out in pain. But so long as there is a beating heart in that body, Rollins will fight on. He will not quit. He will not give in. Another cover. See how he went to the arm? Wearing him down bit by bit. Everything he can think of. That cut on Neville's face is a target point for Rollins to capitalize on as well. But Neville is fighting. Hurricanrana there. Please, Rollins, put this away. You know you can. Middle of the ring, Boston Crab, and he's working on that tweaked knee. Whether or not it is tweaked, I don't know. But Neville has got a Boston Crab locked in, and he's not letting go of it. Rollins crawling. No way. Can he crawl halfway across the ring and make it to the ropes? Yes, he can. That is outstanding. That is 10 feet he just crawled to make those ropes. But my goodness, a German suplex again. And his shoulder blades and his head and his neck have got to be in agony. Neville. Does he feel like this is his moment? Does he feel like this is when it becomes a reality? Well, Rollins is doing everything in his power to stop him. Control the arm. Control Neville. Keep him in place. Irish whip across the ring. Fourth time in this match. Fourth time, he looks for it, and a fourth time he will hit it. Buckle bomb. Pin him. Just try and end this. Go for a Phoenix Splash again. Just risk it all, Rollins. You know what's at stake, man. Cover made on Neville. Will this do it? There's two, and there's a kick out. Next big move wins. Next big move wins. Next big move wins. And this is the move to win it. Curb stomp. Rein it in. 1, 2. He's done it. Day 500. Oh my God. He's done it. He's done it. Rollins has retained again. The Empire tried to pin him down, but Rollins led the independent maneuver. He led the independent fight. And he wins. ECW is still under the reign of Rollins. What a way to close out the year. What a year it has been as well. And what a night New Year's Revolution has been. And we close the night knowing Seth Rollins still leads over ECW into his 500th day as champion. Oh yes, that is perfect news to hear. We're going to be on break for the rest of this week. Until then, you have your awards and you have the Mae Young Classic coming your way. We'll see you on Monday for Universe. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.